What up, y'all? It's the Morning Hustle with L'Oreal and Kyle Santillian. And man, we got guests all the time. It's always love when people come see us here in the studio.
Yes.
And we got some reality TV greats here today, man. Crystal, Renay, and Carlos King are here. How y'all feeling?
Good. How are y'all today?
We are good in the building. Thanks for having us.
We excited to have all the messy.
I gotta be here. You know,
I love it.
I'm saying.
Yes. So, okay, where do we start?
You tell me.
Carlos, why do they think that you're messy? I don't think you're messy.
I'm not. The thing is this. I'm not messy at all. However, I am the messenger. And I think people...
That is being messy.
No, let him finish.
If that's the case, UPS is messy, FedEx is messy.
Yep.
I am the messenger, and what I do so well, I know how to find the right people who are just great television, like this beautiful woman to my right, Crystal Renay.
Yeah, really good.
So that's why I ain't messy at all, right, Crystal?
She ain't say nothing. She's like, I know you messy.
No, he is not messy, but he is very good at getting the tea about you, honey.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So he's put you in some of those predicaments where you're like, I got to spill it now.
Listen, I'm transparent, so I don't have no issues.
That's
I will
what's up.
say, I feel like we're learning a lot more about your personality with this show because a lot of people didn't. They saw you, obviously you did modeling, they saw you in videos and things like that, but then it was kind of like, we wasn't sure what your personality. Now, girl, you come out swinging on this show. I was shocked.
Yes.
Actually.
I was nice, actually. Very nice. Very controlled. Very controlled.
Well, I know one time where you were pretty controlled was when a woman came on the show.
Dr. Ruffles.
Look, you artist, she already know.
I love you, Dr. Ruffles.
Well, she said that she thought you came across as loose, right?
Yeah.
That narrative I've heard a couple people say before, but where did that come from?
Listen, I don't know where it came from because let's be very clear, I was with the same man for a decade and married twice to the same man. So I don't know where the loose came from, but don't project how you feel about yourself upon my
Whoa.
Do you find that one of those things you always have to deal with reality TV is like people create and formulate opinions and push that narrative when you might be sitting back saying like, yo, that's not me at all.
Yes, and it's unfortunate because I feel like women that live out loud, that have big personalities, that are not afraid of their sexuality and their body and how they look, which I definitely am not, they get labeled as promiscuous and loose and all those things. When it's like, don't be mad at me because I'm secure in myself, but the last thing that I am is loose because, baby, these legs are chastity belts. You can't just slip and slide up in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it just sucks because there's so many amazing women out here that we don't get to know them because people can't get past what people are saying about them, which 9 times out of 10 is not true at all.
Now, do you feel like in that situation, I for both of y'all, I have this question. When Malaysia is involved in the situation and y'all are supposed to be cool, do you think she was supposed to step in that moment and kind of like get the temperature back?
Good question.
Shout out to Malaysia. I feel like this. We are all grown women, so we can all speak for ourselves. Do I feel that she was supposed to gather her friends together and be like, hold on, chill, like you are being disrespectful? Absolutely. But I don't need nobody to speak up for me. I just feel that if you know that someone's coming with a certain energy that may or may not like me, then just don't bring them in my space. That's just respect.
Did you didn't know that woman before that, right?
I'm nothing from a hole in the wall.
And you and Malaysia are good now?
Yes, I love Malaysia.
Okay, because it gave like, I'm not messing with, especially when y'all got your little thing in the store, so I wasn't really sure.
It's unfortunate, but I do have my guards up with a lot of women. I take it very slow, but I have nothing but great things to say about her.
Okay, and y'all all had a connection before the show? Because I still was a little confused of like how y'all all got together. We know Tamika pretty well. She comes up here.
That question would be good for Mr. Carlos King.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we all know this living in Atlanta. Atlanta is a big city, and we all know each other. But do we really know each other on a deeper level?
Right.
So these women had some dealings. Obviously, she knew of Gaucher.
Yeah.
They met each other. She knew of... She's like the newbie in the clique, which is why when you watch the first episode, Crystal came into a situation where everybody had their friendships. So these women all had prior dealings And this show is showing how Atlanta women in that social world are able to get to know each other on a deeper level.
Yeah.
And Crystal came in like, I don't know you girls, and Doshay's my friend.
Yeah.
And I want to twerk and turn up.
That is funny.
And they were like, and Tamika's not like that at all, which we know. And then she
Big
also,
Mika, girl, don't let Big Mika fool you now. That's
She'll
my
turn
ace.
up.
That's my ace. She's a
she
sweetheart.
gets a little closed as well,
Yeah.
and we know that she's protective. Me and her the same sign. We're both Capricorn, so I understand her more than others with. But then I also know she's a little off when it comes to.
No, I'm not gonna say off.
She'll say it. Tamika will say it too, though, that she can be a little
she gets
wild
down
child.
with the best of them. She does. But to know her is to love her, and I love her personality, which is why with that first episode, people were like, "Why didn't you get more upset?" It was like I understood where she was coming from. A real woman working as a real woman.
Right.
So I didn't take big offense to it. But at the same time, I am going to address what you speak of, because I'm gonna stand 10 toes for myself. But I understood where she was coming from, which is why now that's like one of my number ones.
Yeah.
They're very close, by the
very
way.
close.
See, I love that because Capricorns are loyal, and that's what we love. But she was really standing strong in the fact that her and Monyetta are really good friends.
Yes.
And people thought automatically that was going to make a problem.
Right, because they want to see contention between us, but that's my family.
Yeah.
And it was like in that moment, I didn't feel like I needed to explain that because it should have already been known. We've been around each other for over a decade.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate, but I call it growing pains.
Let me ask this question, Carlos, because, obviously there's a lot of big personalities on the shows, and you said earlier, you know how to find the people to put on TV.
We call him the kingmaker, the queen maker. The queen maker.
So I'm sure there's a lot of people that are listening right now, and they want to be in a position to be on a Carlos King production. What are some of the things that you look for and that you see in the people that you put together on these shows?
A backbone, honey.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my God.
Crystal asking for you. Okay.
What? Yes. Real talk. There's a lot of people who think reality TV is so easy.
Right.
And they want to do it because, it's fun. You get to promote your products, your businesses, and also come up and get the fame, which I'm all for that, right? Crystal is correct, though. You need a backbone. And unfortunately, when you are on reality television, the world is going to judge every move you make.
Yes.
And one thing I love about Crystal, real talk, and I'm not just saying that because she's here. She's not fighting with people on Twitter.
Yeah.
She's not fighting with folks in the comments. She tells them all the time, baby, that was me. That was me at that time. Love me, hate me. I'm going to keep it pushing. So I'm looking for women and men who are fearless, who are just being their authentic selves.
Yes.
I don't want you to be Nene Leakes. I don't want you to be Peter Thomas or Stevie J. I want you to be you, and you'll be surprised how the audience receives somebody. And Crystal and I had this conversation. She's like, Carlos, I said, trust me. Real talk. I said, trust me. People are going to love you.
Yeah.
And she's emerging as one of those people that the audience just can't get enough of.
I love that for you. And
Thank you.
so, okay, I see with you, Carlos, obviously a lot of people will compare Andy Cohen. And I love that for you because we needed a black person in the space that was still protecting us. Because I'm not like the biggest fan. I was on Love and Hip Hop season 3. Some people know this. Some people I tried for
I'm about
them
to
not
watch
to
the
know.
reruns.
Yeah, so I tried not to because I didn't have a good experience, but it was because I felt like I had the wool pulled over my eyes for Mona. So my respect wasn't totally there. I think I just spoke to Mona for the first time in 10 years because I would just walk past her because I didn't feel like the same conversation we had behind closed doors was what happened on the show. Now, one thing I see with you and that I really respect is that everyone that you work with have spoken very highly of you. They have respect for you. And it's never like I pulled the wool over your eyes to get you to do this for me to be bigger. So I do want to give you your flowers in that regard.
Thank you so much.
Never heard any of the housewives even come out and say he treated us like this or anyone. But I do have a gripe with you. Where's the R&B show that you had?
I know,
with the
Encore.
girls?
I know.
Oh my God, I love that show.
Me too. And as you all know, in this industry, we're going through a crisis right now where budgets are getting cut increasingly. So right now, I'm still dealing with trying to bring that show back because it was a very expensive show.
I can see that.
It was a house reality show. You're dealing with music and We all know about music clearances and publishing and all that stuff.
And Pam, because she was
Right. And then, you know, in the cast. It was such a fantastic show. It's the one show that I get asked about the most. And all I'll say is, like, I'm trying. I'm trying. But as we see with Power getting canceled, not because of the ratings, because that show was too expensive.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why they're not bringing it back. That's the world that I'm living in right now in reality. So we'll see.
We might got to do the new artists instead.
Facts.
Instead of the, you know what I mean? Because they don't require much because they don't have any money.
Is there an angle, because we see different angles with different reality shows that are out there, whether it's Housewives or whatever the case may be. Is there a certain angle of reality TV that you want to get into that you haven't touched just yet?
Well, the thing about Bold and Bougie that I'm so excited about is this is the answer to black women who are like, Carlos, we want to see a show with grown women having grown folk conversation where they're not throwing drinks on each other. And again, I'm not. That's not shade to anybody.
No,
right?
that is a mess.
But
that is a mess.
But it's what you said, baby, about the fact that you saw Tamika and Crystal have a very intense conversation upon meeting, and they got through it. They got through it in a very mature way. It wasn't like, well, fuck yeah, yeah. It was none of that. It was, I see you, you see me. We're going to go our separate ways, and hopefully we can come back together. So Bold and Bougie represents the show that I feel like the audience has been asking for.
Yeah, because this can be done without the fact of having us look crazy.
Like Malaysia and the Malaysia Chris. I watched it. I was like,
yeah, it looks so bad. Right? When you like at first when you're watching it, you're excited, but then when you think about it, you're like, nah, we look crazy as hell. Like,
but to see in the same episode, they resolved it.
Oh,
that's and I want people to recognize that, like, black women are able to have a disagreement and within 24 hours resolve it.
Come on,
because that's a lot of the criticism when it comes to reality TV.
So that's what I want more of.
So when you see people that say like, yo, reality TV is always showing us in a bad light, you would say that's the answer. Look at this, how they resolve the situation.
Yes, Bold and Bougie is the answer that people have been waiting for, and I love this show.
So who's the real messy one? Because
it ain't me. It ain't me. It's my business.
I wouldn't say that, Crystal. Okay, now hold on.
Wait, I'm not the messy one. I don't carry any bones back to anybody. What you say to me, it stays with me. I'm not messy.
I'm not going to take that side, but you did kind of start with the doctor a little too.
Let's be very clear. Don't start none. It won't be none. I didn't come for you first, but I will absolutely deliver on time.
Crystal, you came. Look, I'm like, you came. I seen something else too. You ready?
And you know
look, I'm like, you ready for everything? The blog, you was a little messy when Neo was on his little vacation.
We all have our moments. Listen, in the grand scheme of things, I have been very nice. I've been very nice.
That
even
funny.
the judge said, girl, he lucky he married you.
Right.
And divorced
The
you.
judge said that?
Yes, honey. So,
I mean, because I will say you've been way more quiet than I would have been. But when I saw because shout out to Neo, because he's a friend of mine.
yes, hi, baby Diddy.
Yeah,
We love Neo.
Neo is Neo. Okay.
Good job on BMF. Good job on BMF.
Neo love the ladies, and the ladies love Neo.
Yes,
Right?
child, they do, child.
So when you seen the double vacation,
And I'm messy,
I knew you just
right?
couldn't help it.
Well, you know what?
I'm
The problem
messy.
was it was too many margaritas that day, and I woke up. I was like, "Damn, I really did just put that on Shade Room." That was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, that was like a DM.
But that was still nice. It was still nice.
It was fair.
But listen, y'all hunched my last one, my new one. Y'all could please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Don't tell nobody, and then I don't think
I ain't. I was just telling him. I said, y'all might see a pinky.
I was gonna say, so he's not gonna come on the show. Are y'all doing the second season?
I'm single, y'all.
Oh, okay, you said new man. Okay.
Yeah, when I get a next one.
I was trying to find that out. Not to hunch him, just to be nosy.
Carlos, tell us about the Reality with the King tour, man.
Yeah, so my podcast, Reality with the King. Yay! We're going on tour. We have a stop in Atlanta, Georgia
Oh, yes.
on Monday, April 22nd with the Tamar Braxton as my special
that's
guest.
perfect.
Yes, at the City Winery. Get your tickets on my
Let me write that
website.
down.
Winery.
KingdomReign.com, REIGNENT.com. Get your tickets. We're in New Jersey with Teresa Giudice,
Nice.
the Queen of the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yes.
That's April 13th. We got the ladies of my show, Love and Marriage DC, on Mother's Day at the Howard Theater in DC. So
We're Team Ashley over here.
oh, Team Ashley! Yes!
Shout out to
great.
Quick. Yeah,
and
for sure.
Quick is great too. I love those Scorpios.
You know what? You said something about her. I don't know if we could say this in front of Crystal, but you said that she was going to be the next biggest thing in reality TV. So are you still feeling the same way, or do you have another person?
Well, no, all of my queens are stars. So what I said was before Love and Marriage DC premiered, I said, y'all gotta look out for this Ashley Silver, baby.
She is one.
Baby, that's a star,
one of them
honey.
ones.
She's bad.
Yes.
She's just, you know? And I still feel that when I love Ashley, she's a great girl. She's funny. She's whimsical. And listen, she wears her heart on her sleeve. And if you watch the show, you know she's also very outspoken.
Yes.
On TV and on the Twitter.
And on the Twitter.
Ashley, but I can't wait to honor her Mother's Day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
I mean, listen, we're so excited for you. Does Andy get upset that you got the housewives over there, though?
No!
Does he try to start a beef with you? Is it like that?
I love you. I could talk to you all day because you ask the type of questions I be asking,
Yeah.
and you're not. The thing is this. People may think you're messy for asking these questions, but me as the recipient,
Yeah.
I don't think you're messy at
I'm
all.
inquisitive because
I
I'm
know,
actually
but that's why I'm
pay
able to get my
attention.
interviews too with my girls.
Yeah.
So no,
Messi
you-
recognizes
Look,
Messi.
we
You know what I'm
have.
saying, right?
Hater will sit on the side by themselves, though.
and listen.
How you gonna hate them outside the club? Can he get in?
Answer that question. No, Andy and I are good. Again, it's this sort of like people are perpetuating that two men can't coexist in the same space. I do not want to be Andy Cohen. I've said this to him personally, and I'll say it right now. That man paved the way for me. And you cannot take that away from him. He opened up the eyeballs for people to recognize that some producers have the opportunity and the talent to take their career in front of the camera.
Yes.
So I will always give that man props for breaking down doors for me to enter into my own space and create my own lane.
I love that.
That's what's up.
Yay.
Well, you're doing it, man. You're
Thank you.
representing. So, of course, congratulations to you both.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Continue to do your thing. Check out Carlos King on tour. Make sure y'all check out Bold and Bougie Thursday nights on WeTV.
And they just got renewed for a second season,
okay,
right?
congratulations.
Oh, you a shady boost.
Look, I just made that out.
Listen, she's speaking into
I'm
existence.
thinking out there.
We manifest over these
Look, you never
parts.
know. You might have a new castmate.
Hey, I like that.
There it is.
Crystal, I want to be friends. Okay, don't come and sit down at the table shading me, child.
Wait. Can you please tell her I am the least shadiest person? That situation,
That's true.
she started first. And what I do not do and I do not tolerate is disrespect towards people's businesses.
Yeah, no.
And
that's true.
as a business owner, I don't care what platform you're on. One comment can make or break somebody's whole career, their business, and everything that they've invested into. So the comments, as soon as I sat down about someone's establishment, is what I will never tolerate in any capacity with anybody. And that's just because I'm a businesswoman myself. So that is where it started, and that's where it got up for me. It went
What
up
if
for me.
somebody tries to bully your child? Would you try to fight them? No, that was the messy thing. I had that in there.
Listen. Apparently, I will be in prison.
I know that's right.
Yo, give it up. Crystal
I
Renay,
will put my hands on
Carlos
the
King.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate y'all, man.
Thanks for having us.
Slide by. It's Morning Hustle.
We are the Morning Hustle.